Hey everyone, and welcome back to The Screeny. The Ellen Show is constantly putting out new episodes with all kinds of different guests. With so many different segments and discussions, it's no surprise that there have been times where Ellen or the guests have messed up or taken something a little too far. Whether it be on purpose or accident, here are the times the Ellen Show went too far. Before we begin, make sure to like the video and subscribe to our channel for more amazing videos about your favorite movies and TV shows. Number 7. Rejected Marriage Proposal. For those of you who have watched marriage proposal compilations on YouTube, you've most likely seen this clip from The Ellen Show.
Jody, I want you to marry me. I'm sorry.
If you feel sympathetic towards this man, don't, because he's actually a paid actor Ellen hired to prank the audience. Obviously, as you can see, the prank was staged very well, and as a result, the entire audience were completely convinced that this was a real marriage proposal. Thanks to the Oscar-deserving performance by the fake couple, nobody suspected a thing. Then, of course, the audience came to a realization that it was a prank after Ellen's infamous giveaway bell went off. So, how'd this prank go too far, you may ask? To someone who isn't a die-hard Ellen fan, they would still think this is real considering they don't know what the bell is for.
Once that clip started getting posted, it was all over the internet and people thought it was real. It was on a bunch of websites. It was on the front page of the Huffington Post for 3 days in a row.
After this episode aired, the internet went crazy and believed the proposal was completely real. The clip alone gathered over 10 million views across Facebook and YouTube after just 7 days of being released. And you've got to remember, this was in 2012. The viral video was featured all across news stations and website articles until Ellen cleared the air a week later, saying the proposal was indeed fake.
Again, all of it was staged, and I think most people who watch the show on a regular basis knew that it was fake.
Number 6. Ellen makes Kristen Bell cry. It's become pretty well known that The Ellen Show has become a guest-driven talk show, rather than just focusing on Ellen herself. These guests are usually viral internet stars or celebrities. January 30th, 2012 was no different, considering Ellen has a few celebrities come onto the show, one of which being Kristen Bell. During the episode, they got on the topic of birthdays, and Kristen revealed that her dream birthday present was when she was surprised with a sloth. Ellen had jokingly encouraged the conversation, but Kristen just wouldn't stop talking, and it became clear to Ellen she was being 100% serious. She even went as far to show a video of her crying to emphasize how truly in love she is with sloths. Despite almost crying while just talking about sloths, Ellen decided to toy with Kristen's emotions even more by pulling a prank on her.
Let's bring out the cutest sloth. No, I just want to see.
Oh, and I forgot to mention, the title for the video was Kristen Bell's Sloth Meltdown. Touché. Number 5. Katy Perry Game Show. As most shows do, The Ellen Show experiments with mini game shows in between segments. It's things like these that keep the show exciting and allows the viewers at home to see a side of the guests they may not have seen before. However, when Ellen decided to play a love show type game with Katy Perry, things got really awkward. The title of the show was Will You Parry Me, which is obviously a pun on the phrase Will You Marry Me? For those who don't know, Katy Perry had a messy breakup with famous comedian Russell Brand back in 2012, which is why she responded to the game show saying this.
Do I have to get married?
Answer
again!
Yeah.
Now, sure, there's no problem with this, even if it made her a bit uncomfortable and whatnot. The real problem with this is that Ellen tries to correct Katy, saying that she has never been married in her life.
You're not married.
I was when I was 25.
To who?
His name was Russell Brand.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about Russell. Yeah.
And continues to integrate her despite being extremely anxious to move on from the topic. In fact, this moment got so awkward that Katy Perry even used her hands to signal to the editors to cut that part of the episode out, which was really hard to watch. Not doing research on a guest is bad enough, but Katy isn't just a guest, but a friend of Ellen's. Not only this, Katy even says Ellen gave her wedding gifts on the show back in 2010.
Remember, you gave me some wedding gifts on this show.
Yes, I do. I do.
Cool.
Yeah,
Thankfully, after this incident, the game show played out fine, and Katy Perry ended up fake marrying both Leonardo DiCaprio and Prince Harry. Number 4. Ellen overreacts to fan stealing. When you were a kid going trick-or-treating and there was a bucket with a take one only sign, did you ever take a little extra? If you said yes, imagine the front door was fitted with a camera, and your horrible crime of stealing extra candy was put out for all the world to see. This is exactly what happened for one audience member at The Ellen Show. To quickly preface, Ellen decided to give away free merch to the audience before coming into the show. She put out a sign that emphasized only one item was to be picked by each person. Obviously, you know where this is going. She set up a bunch of cameras to see how trustworthy her audience was and managed to catch only one quote-unquote thief. She decided what better way to handle the situation than to single out the audience member and put her on the spot.
any of you could have taken more than one thing, and you didn't. Except for these ladies right here.
She then started to make judgments about what kind of person she is.
You're the kind of person like when you go trick-or-treating and nobody's home, you don't just take the bowl, you just walk away.
Oh, and did I mention, this is literally just over her taking a second $15 hat. Ellen was genuinely mad at this woman for what she did. Despite her being a fan of the show and coming to watch her live from the studio, Ellen decided to literally sit her on a high chair on the stage as punishment for what she did. Does the punishment really fit the crime in this case? I think it's clear Ellen was just having an off day and went way too far with this poor woman. Number 3. Jennifer Aniston and Ellen kiss. Jennifer Aniston is one of those celebrities who you never really see anymore, but yet she's still so famous and respected in Hollywood. After years of staying quiet, Jennifer Aniston finally decided to join the social media world and create an Instagram account in late 2019. Due to this, her name was finally buzzing again, and she became a world record holder for reaching 1 million Instagram followers the fastest. As a result of her new social media presence, Ellen had Jennifer on her show, and Jennifer brought up the time Ellen and Howard Stern kissed on her show. Jennifer then asked how that situation came about, considering Ellen is a lesbian.
Why is everyone so shocked? I kiss guys. I don't make out with guys, but I kiss guys on the lips.
But then Ellen replied saying, well, when was the last time you kissed a girl? After thinking about it, Jennifer Aniston said she simply doesn't do that sort of thing. And without thinking, Ellen goes in for the kiss. They kiss, and it's no big deal. But don't you think this is way different compared to kissing Howard Stern? I mean, come on. Ellen is a married lesbian, so her kiss with Howard essentially means nothing. But kissing Jennifer Aniston? That's a completely different story. We're talking about one of the most famous actresses in the world, who is, by the way, extremely attractive. How would her wife feel about this? Do you guys think she crossed the line with this one? Number 2. Ellen pushes Alison Sweeney. As seen with Katy Perry, Ellen is no stranger to playing games on stage. One time she was playing giant Jenga with celebrity actress Alison Sweeney. The game started off well, with both of them taking turns at removing the boxes. As always, Ellen wanted to shake things up and pull a prank on her guest, but Ellen underestimated the effects of her actions when she gave Alison a light push on her back. But I mean, come on. It's no surprise that she fell forward and landed hard on the ground. She was so focused on the game and got pushed from behind while wearing high heels. How did Ellen not see this one coming? Number 1. Caitlyn Jenner marriage discussion. I'm sure you all know of Caitlyn Jenner by now. You know, the Jenner's father? Or the former Olympic athlete turned female. Yeah, you all know of her. This Ellen Show appearance is going to absolutely blow your mind and probably change your perspective on Caitlyn forever. Noticeably, Caitlyn is a middle-aged transgender woman. During her transformation process, Caitlyn made her gender change extremely public and really wanted the public and media to understand her choice and the contemporary concept of gender change. Considering Ellen is also a part of the LGBT community, Caitlyn and Ellen got talking about specific things such as gender change legality and gay marriage. However, when speaking about gay marriage, Caitlyn actually went on to say she isn't all for it.
At first, I was not for it. I mean, I thought, I'm a traditionalist. I mean, I kind of like tradition, and, you know, it's always been a man and a woman. I'm thinking, I don't quite get it.
Really? You're a traditionalist. It's always been a man and a woman? Are you forgetting the fact you're a transgender and that you're speaking to a lesbian? When Jenner tried to save the conversation, she then says she can get behind it, but still seemed unsure about the whole thing. After this bizarre conversation with Caitlyn, Ellen then went on the Howard Stern show and articulated her thoughts on the situation with him.
She still has a judgment about gay marriage. She's saying that she's you're wanting people to understand and accept you. This is like really confusing to people.
Do you think Caitlyn crossed the line with this? Thank you for watching today's video. Make sure to subscribe to our channel for more videos on your favorite TV shows, and tap one of the 2 videos on screen for another amazing video.